Please go ahead.
My name is Rita Solnet. I have two topics. In December, we discussed the fact that organizational trust was broken. I mentioned conflict would continue to spiral out of control if steps weren't taken to rebuild trust. In January, I mentioned that this board appears to operate dysfunctionally given your inability to add items to the agenda and given the lack of time you seem to have to discuss pertinent issues. Yesterday, we witnessed the culmination of those two phenomenon. The breakdown of organizational trust led to increased suspicion, which leads to these type questions being repeatedly asked. If no steps are taken to rebuild trust, we are on an unsustainable path. There are concrete ideas for this board to consider to assist in rebuilding trust. I'll forward those. But you must also examine your ability to discuss issues as a board before they get played out in the media. Between the sunshine laws and this method of operating, it just isn't working. Next topic is the teachers. I checked the details of percentages and dates of last increases. The bottom line is this: teachers' salaries are not competitive in our county. They have not been afforded respectable increases, especially since their steps were taken away.
That's right.
If this is made a priority by this board, it will go a long way towards regaining trust and healing this sense of betrayal after a tumultuous year. I am not asking you to prioritize the choice between teachers' raises or not teachers' raises. I am asking you to choose and prioritize between the kind of educational system you want and the kind of effort you want to put into improving education. Everybody in this room will be affected by the choice you make. Some of you may feel unaffected. Your mortgages are paid, your IRAs are funded, your children and your grandchildren will be taught no matter what you prioritize here, or so you think. Nothing could be further from the truth. Competitive teachers' salaries are critical for quality education. They're critical in order to implement reform needed here in education. Teachers are not choosing this profession because they can't survive on these incomes, especially in this county, and they are going elsewhere. You hold the key. You can make a difference by making teachers' wages a priority to you. That alone might win you a grant for standing out in this nation. We live under majority rule. If that majority is not well educated by the finest teachers, our nation suffers. Mr. Barberi came up with a creative way to assist teachers financially. We must, or you as a board, must also look for ways to redirect the funds that you already have. Again, you hold the key. Please put teachers' wages on the top of your agenda every week until it's fairly resolved.